I got Tank. I got Tank winning that fight. He just got to be on defense in the earlier rounds.
Some people are excited about the impending battle between Jason Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, which is scheduled for December 14 at the Toyota Center in Houston. Others are disappointed. The prevalence of trash talk on social media has attracted combatants, spectators, and even coaches to the discussion.
And Baltimore guys don't like each other. You know what I mean? So it was a DC guy that I got into it with.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So one of the older guys named Dana, he basically told me chill out. Like, nah.
Right.
DC and Baltimore don't fuck with each other.
Yeah, they
like
don't.
That.
One thing about it, the city going.
Although there have been some heated exchanges between Tank and Roach, everyone's attention was drawn to Frank Martin's message to Roach. Martin, a strong candidate himself, advised Rook from facing Gervonta Davis because he doesn't think Rook has what it takes to beat the unbeaten champion.
Frank
Martin's warning was unmistakable. He doubts Rook can handle Tank. While Rook exudes confidence, many believe this matchup will end in another loss for him. This tension has been amplified by heated exchanges on social media between Davis and Rook as the fight date draws near. Gervonta Davis has established himself as a dominant force in the lightweight division, known for his speed and devastating knockout power. His reputation as one of boxing's most dangerous fighters is underscored by ESPN's ranking of him as the No. 8 pound-for-pound boxer globally, highlighting his skill and influence in the sport. Thanks to his standing with the WBA, Davis has the unique opportunity to choose opponents, allowing him to defend his lightweight title against fighters from the super featherweight division. Critics argue this tactic helps him sidestep tougher challengers within his own division, enabling him to maintain his undefeated record while competing against what many perceive as less formidable opponents. This strategy has sparked debate among fans, adding further intrigue to this upcoming bout with Rook.
$1 worth of game, where in your mind did you say, I'm going to fuck Tank up?
He in a spot that I want. You know what I mean?
Gonna finish him?
Yeah, he gonna find out. The sparring, look, this
He
the
didn't
thing.
touch me up. You was scared to get in the ring.
Where your man's at?
What?
Some people believe that Lamont Roach's decision to move up in anticipation of this bout is just another instance of Davis selecting an inferior opponent in order to win easily. Tank's record, however, speaks for itself. His most recent bout in June against Frank Martin demonstrated his amazing quickness and knockout ability. Davis established himself as one of the sport's most feared fighters by dominating Martin in the middle rounds of the bout and then smashing him with a knockout. It's understandable that Frank Martin, who's seen Davis' might firsthand, would advise Roach not to engage in combat.
Tank has been receiving unfair criticism because of Lamont not being as known of a fighter as his past opponent.
Yeah, but it's not Tank's fault. You know, the guys with the so-called names, they turn Tank down, they price themselves out. And because people don't know Lamont, he's not as popular, they think he can't fight, but Lamont can fight. And he got a hell of a pedigree, you know, 7-time national champion.
Lamont Roach enters this fight with a one record of January 1st, 25 and 10 knockouts, and he's been on an impressive 6-fight winning streak since his only career loss to Jamal Herring in 2019. Roach's most notable victory came in November last year when he defeated Hector Garcia by split decision to claim a world title. While Rook is not a household name like Davis, his recent success in the ring shows that he's not someone to be underestimated. Rook's confidence has been evident in the lead up to the fight, particularly in his social media exchanges with Davis.
Hey, that's my guy. Left-hander, dynamite, power, explosive. You know what I'm saying? Good boxing ability. He's in training camp right now. He's putting that work in, and you know, I mean,
You must believe that I'm one of their regulars, but on X, Roach made it apparent that he doesn't regard himself as simply another opponent for Davis. Measy Roach fired back at Davis after you got into a fight, lol. He feels that he is different from the usual boxers that Davis has seen, and he is prepared to demonstrate this in the ring. However, Davis, who is always self-assured, was quick to react, telling Roach to watch what he says. I tell you not to talk too much since it may be unhealthy. Even if you forewarned, you already know that the exchange was typical of Davis, calm, confident, and prepared to support his claims in the ring. Many fans and commentators are still dubious about Roach, despite his winning run and his conviction that he can put up a strong fight against Davis. Even though Roach has improved in his most recent bouts, most people find it hard to believe that he could seriously threaten someone as strong and talented as Gervonta Davis. However, boxing is a sport full of surprises, and Roach is determined to be the underdog who surprises everyone. In addition to being a well-respected boxer, Frank Martin has personal experience fighting Davis, thus his warning to Roach is significant. Prior to this bout with Davis, Martin was a rising star who was seen as a possible future champion. Davis completely overwhelmed Martin, using his strength and quickness to overpower him before delivering a knockout that made it clear who was the better boxer. Despite Davis' impressive record and intimidating reputation, Lamont Roach has made it plain that he is not scared of the prospect of taking on Tank. Actually, Rook has a fair amount of confidence coming into this battle. He conveys a straightforward message: I am not Frank Martin. Rook is committed to surpassing Frank Martin by defeating the unbeaten lightweight champion because he feels he has a unique combination of abilities and experience.
There's a certain limit that you hit, right? But then there's that next criteria or that next top tier. And if you don't match that, you never gonna know how great you really are. And I've done that a few amount of times already. I jumped out that box and done that. So I have yet to see Gervonta come out of that box yet. You know what I'm saying? They're about to put him with a guy at 130 pounds. Whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and weight to make you look good again. I'm saying.
Roach has highlighted his extensive experience as a crucial advantage over Frank Martin. While Martin struggled against Davis, Roach asserts that his own background and skill set make him a much tougher contender. In an interview with Cigar Talk, Roach pointed out that Martin only began boxing at age 15, which is relatively late, and has left him with less experience to face someone as accomplished as Gervonta Davis. Roach believes his long career in the sport gives him a significant edge, stating that Martin simply doesn't have the experience to compete with a fighter of Tank's caliber. Conversely, Rook maintains that he is equally matched with Davis in nearly every aspect. He claims, I've got the same skill level as Tank. I've got the same experience as Tank. I've got the reflexes. I've got the ability. I damn sure got the IQ. This confidence reflects Rook's belief that he can go toe-to-toe with Davis, positioning himself as a serious threat in the upcoming fight.
They're both champions, but in this case, Garcia is the challenger. Oh,
this confidence isn't just bravado. In contrast to Martin Roach, who currently holds the WBA super featherweight title and weighs 130 pounds, but will be lifting 135 pounds for this fight, Roach has a more extensive and proven track record. He has also sparred with Tank twice before, losing both times by decision. But those defeats haven't diminished Roach's confidence in his ability to defeat Davis because he keeps getting better with every fight.
Indeed, man. I've watched a few of your amateur fights, right? I didn't know that you and Tank fought many years ago as well, man. And I saw that, man. It was a close fight, man. It was the JO 2011.
Yeah.
I was battling back and forth, brother.
Yeah.
See, these boys look like pros.
Lamont Roach feels he has an edge against Frank Martin because of the way he approaches his fights stylistically. Although he has significant knockout power, Frank Martin is renowned for his quickness and lightning-fast reactions. His style is frequently more about movement and accuracy. Although he is a talented fighter, he lost to Tank via knockout in the 8th round after Tank's strength overpowered him in the middle rounds.
Gotta get back on the our game plan has had to keep him busy.
oh, there's a but Martin doing the veteran thing. Davis missing. Martin covered up well.
He needs to be a little bit more.
Oh, left uppercut. Down goes Martin. Big trouble here. There's the uppercut. And
With just 10 knockouts and 25 victories, Rook, on the other hand, may not be well known for his knockout ability, but he considers himself as a more flexible fighter. Rook has a good ring IQ and is a fighter with a sharp mind. He depends on his boxing acumen and flexibility to change tactics in the middle of a battle, as demonstrated by the fact that he has never been knocked down or gravely injured in any of his professional bouts. He is noted for his durability and excellent defense. In a sense, Rook's approach is less about overwhelming his opponents and more about outlasting them and outwitting them.
You do it. This is the blueprint. You know, you work your plan and you work and you plan your work. And he's been doing that. He's gotten better since the loss. Sure, he's gotten bigger. He's gotten stronger. You know, so hats off to them. They put themselves in the position for a payday. And that's what this is all about. It's called prize fighting.
Yeah.
Rook is confident in his defensive abilities and believes he can withstand Davis' power. He questioned why anyone would assume he would end up like other fighters who lacked experience and skill. "I think I've got a nice chin," Rook stated, emphasizing that he has been hit several times without ever being dropped or seriously hurt in a fight. While Roach admits that Davis' power is unlike anything he has faced before, he remains optimistic about his ability to absorb the punishment. This resilience, according to Rook, differentiates him from fighters like Martin, who ultimately succumbed to Davis' onslaught. The two fighters have sparred twice, with Davis winning by decision in both sessions. Although sparring doesn't fully predict the outcome of an actual fight, it does provide insight into their interactions. Notably, Davis, known for his knockout power, wasn't able to stop Rook in those sessions. This fact bolsters Rook's confidence that he can handle whatever Tank throws at him, suggesting that he believes he has the tools to compete effectively against a formidable opponent like Davis. But sparring is not the same as a real professional bout. Since those sparring sessions, Davis has become even more formidable and proficient, and with 28 knockouts and 30 victories, he is now regarded as one of the sport's most feared knockout artists. Tank's strength is a given now. It's no longer up for debate. Even though Rook believes he can take a punch, there's no doubting that Davis' strength has been a decisive element in nearly every fight he's had. As a result, even though Rook may feel comforted by the fact that he has sparred with Davis before, the stakes are significantly higher this time. This is a title fight, not simply practice, and Davis will try to end it brutally, as he has in the past.